you know, let's get you going. So let's see here. This is what we need to do. What is it that we need to do? There we go. There we go. So it says the following. Consider this equation, right? And then calculate the values of the ratio x over y. So the idea is you can easily, this is one of those questions where the format requires you to factorize. Because if you factorize, chances are you will end up with a value for x, and then you'll end up with a value for y, and then you'll just put those in a fraction equation, or you put those as a fraction rather, and then you end up with a number. So this 3-mark allocation here is what should keep us calm, to know that we're not dealing with something that's too crazy. So this is how you factorize an expression like this one. Let me write it out here. So if you have x squared, right, plus 5xy, and then plus 6y squared. This is how you always factorize a trinomial. You always ask yourself, okay, fine, the number on the far end here and the number on the far end, you multiply them together. So you're going to get here 6x squared y squared. And then after getting that, you want to split this number up. Factors of 6 that give a 5. It's just 6 and 1. So to get a positive 5, it has to be a positive 6 minus a 1. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what you know is that, okay, fine, these two here, right, will be in the middle. These will be replacing the 5xy, because 6xy minus xy gives you the 5xy. So then the x squared here goes to the front, the 6y squared here goes to the back, like that. So now you want to factorize by grouping. So when I say you want to factorize by grouping, is what I mean. So you have x and x here on the far left. So if that goes out, you're going to have x here. And then here you're going to have 6xy. I mean 6y. So here the common factor is a y. So you're going to take out a y. But the thing is, you see this minus here is giving us a problem. Because, yeah, it looks like it's not making life very easy for us. Or rather, the whole thing rather is seeming a bit now, it's now seeming a bit crazy. So 6 and 1 are not working, because actually, the reason why these are not working is because they don't give us a plus. They give us a minus, multiply.
So shouldn't it be 2 and 3?
Yes. And it has positive and a positive, yes.
Yeah.
So those are the only ones that work. But the one thing I forgot to check was the signs. Well, the signs have to give us this plus here if you multiply. So this has to be plus and a plus. So here now we can take out a common factor, which is going to be x. And here it's like 3y. Here we're going to take out a common factor, which is y. Here it's going to be, oh no, 2y. And here you can have x. Here you're going to take out it. It's going to be left with 3y. Like that. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, we need to keep in mind the following. Where is this thing? So now you can take out x plus 3 as a common factor, right? That bracket. And then what's left is x plus 2y. And then now remember, since we're factorizing, this is equal to 0, right? So the first bracket is equal to 0. The second bracket, you also make it equal to 0. It's going to give you, let's see, so the 3y can go to the other side. And then since you want the ratio of x over y, you can just divide both sides by y. Meaning here you can divide by y, here you can divide by y. And then the y's here cancel out. You can have x over y here. Just go to -3. For the other one, you're gonna do the same.
Okay.
-2y. Divide by y on both sides. X over y is gonna be -2.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why they ask for the values of the ratio. There's 2 of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. I see it now. Much better than the other one. Much better than just looking at it, because when you look at it, like you said, when it's 3 marks, so it shouldn't be too complicated, but it makes you think it's the most complicated thing.
Yeah, I get you. I understand. I understand.
Then